The Red Mills Irish Champion Stakes has firmly established itself as one of the premier middle distance contests in the world. It is a rich roll of honour that includes the likes of Giants Causeway, High Chaparral and the mare Snow Fairy, and few will forget the scenes when See the Stars stormed to victory and in the process credited Michael Kinane with his 7th and final success in this race in 2009.
It's Fame and Glory, Johnny Murthy in front. See the Stars and Michael Kinane ranging up on the near side, and See the Stars, they've come to see a star, and it's See the Stars who hits the front for Michael Kinane and John Oakes, and racing up towards the finish, the undisputed champion, See the Stars is running away, wins his 5th Group 1.
Kinane will be back at Leopardstown next Saturday as a spectator, and he is eagerly looking forward to this year's renewal.
Oh, I think it's going to be a fascinating contest. Like, you can, any of 5 or 6 are entitled to be there and could win. Leopardstown can at times be a trappy racecourse, and things can happen, as we've seen over the years in Champion Stakes. And you know, there's a lot of horses there that a lot of the connection will think will have their chance, and it should be a very exciting race. All of the best sort of turn up for it because it is such a high profile race. The timing of it is perfect. So anyone with a top horse wants to be there, wants to win it. Prize money is fantastic. Same with the matron. It's lovely timing, and Group 1 for fillies. It's such a valuable event. If you have a filly get a Group 1, you just can't take it away from them. So that's very important. So it's turned into a fantastic race day, and it's really has cemented its place in the Irish calendar.
Kevin Manning and Jim Bolger combined to win the 2008 renewal with New Approach, and this year Bolger has indicated that Trading Leather is likely to take his chance after a fine effort when runner-up to Declaration of War in the Juddmonte International at York.
Yes, he put up a good show. York is very flat, Leopardstown's a bit stiffer, so we'd be looking forward to seeing him run at Leopardstown. The only time he's run badly was in the Racing Post Trophy last year on soft ground, so obviously we'd be a bit wary about it, but we'd be nearly inclined to take our chance anyway, because he's a much stronger horse this year, and we don't know for definite that he wouldn't handle a cut in it, you know.
Snow Fairy became the first filly to win the Champion Stakes for 16 years when successful 12 months ago for Ed Dunlop and Frankie Dettori, and Dermot Weld is hoping that his high-class filly Princess Highway will be a serious contender for the big prize next Saturday, provided the ground is suitable.
Yes, indeed, Princess Highway is a very talented filly. I don't think we've seen the best of her so far this year, but we'll see how she progresses, and we'll certainly give it full thought, and depending on the makeup of the field, but as I said, she's a very possible runner. She's very, very effective on a fast surface. That said, she has won the Ribblesdale on maybe good ground, so good to firm is what we want.
Like Mick Kinane, Aiden O'Brien has won the Champion Stakes on 7 occasions, and he appears to hold a very strong hand this season with Declaration of War, Camelot and Kingsbarns all very much in the mix for next Saturday.
It's a marvellous race, and it's a very prestigious race for a horse to win, and it's a race everyone looks forward to every year. And I think it's a lot more than a trial for the Arc now. I think it's a lot more important than a trial for the Arc. It stands alone of a big championship mile and a quarter race. It's probably the biggest one at the end of the year on probably one of the best tracks in the world, you know, so it's vitally important, really.
Fashion also has a huge part to play on Red Mills Irish Champion Stakes Day, and with some of the Leinster rugby team due to be in attendance, Leopardstown CEO Pat Keogh is happy to report that bookings are well ahead on last year.
From our point of view, bookings are well ahead of where they were last year. Almost all our hospitality is sold here now, so this race has always captured the imagination of the public, and I think this year is going to be a bit special, so certainly we look forward to welcoming everyone to Leopardstown. Of course, we've got our new facilities on the 3rd floor of the grandstand as well. They've gone down very well, so there's a bit more comfort for people that are coming along this year.
And Paddy, you're a big racing man, and there's a possibility of Dermot Well's Free Eagle reappearing at Leopardstown in the Group 3 for 2-year-olds on the same card, but this is a race, and these are the days that racing people they really enjoy, and there's a huge incentive to turn up at Leopardstown.
There is. If you look at the race, we've got 2 Group 1 races on it. The Irish Champion Stakes, which is the 7th highest rated race in the world. You've got the Matron Stakes, which is always right up there as a top race. Yeah, you mentioned the Dermot's horse Free Eagle, the possibility of Free Eagle coming along and running in the Icon Breeders' Cup Juvenile Trial. That race last year, if you look at the Trading Leather, made his debut there last year. Battle Marengo won it, so there was a great race last year. last year was upgraded from listed to group race, and we expect it to be a very good race, irrespective of who comes. But it would be lovely to see Free Eagle, who was so impressive for Dermot, and Moigler stud when he won at Leopardstown a couple of weeks ago.
So there you have it, a quick flavour of what promises to be a marvellous day's racing at Leopardstown next Saturday. For more details, log on to leopardstown.com. Hope to see you there. Thanks for listening. I'm Dave Keena.